to another edition of Play Your Melody. I'm Paul Canzoneri, and today I'd like to talk to you about the Dorian Scale. Alright, so after learning the major and minor scales, one of the things you can do next is start learning the modes. Now, the modes are used a lot in popular music and different styles of music, and you can get a lot of really cool sounds out of them. Now, the way I like to use the modes or learn them is to relate them to other scales you already know. So, since today we're talking about the Dorian scale, if you take the minor scale and the Dorian scale and put them on top of each other, you only have a little difference in that the sixth note of the scale is different, but everything else is exactly the same. So you can very easily learn the Dorian scale by taking the minor scale that you already know and finding the sixth step and then raising it up just a half step. So say we're in the key of A minor, you would just basically take, go up the scale, find the sixth note, it's an F, and then if you want to get a Dorian scale from that, you would just make it an F sharp, and now you have a Dorian. Now, the difference between the two scales is the Dorian scale sounds a little sad as well, like the minor scale, but it's got a lot more of an upbeat, kind of hip bluesy quality because of that raised sixth step. And when you play it, you can hear a vast difference in like the mood that it sets and the mood you can create using it. Now, where I would use the Dorian scale, one of my favorites is over like a single pedal tone or a one chord vamp, where maybe a band is playing the same chord over and over again, or you have like a backing track or a sequencer set up and it's playing like say an A minor chord over and over and over again. You can use the Dorian scale over that and it sounds really good. You can also switch between like the A minor scale and the A Dorian scale to really kind of give it like different moods, different points in the in your solo or in your performance. Another place where it's really good sounding is over Dorian progressions. And I think the most common one that I run into is the 1 minor chord followed by the 4 major chord. Whereas a normal minor progression would have the 1 minor chord followed by the 4 minor chord. Now, say in A minor you have this progression come up where it's A minor and then followed by D major or D7. That's the same thing. You would just play the A Dorian scale over the entire progression. Now, when you're playing this, the only thing you gotta look out for is the F sharp. When you're playing over the A minor chord, you want to steer away from that a little bit. And then when you're playing over the D major or D7 chord, you want to really emphasize that note. And this is because the F sharp is not in the A minor chord, but it is one of the chord tones of the D major or D7 chord. So you can really lay on it and really emphasize the difference between those two chords right there. Okay, so for this example, we're going to go ahead and use the pattern for A minor scale, which looks something like this. Now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking the F's in this scale and making them F sharps. So you have the first F right here, which you can either play right here or right here. And then you have the F right here, which you're going to play right here. So you're going to get something that sounds kind of like this. Now it's a simple little difference, but you're going to get a little bit of different sound. This is what it would sound like if you're kind of soloing in A minor. And this is what's going to sound like if you're soloing in A Dorian. Now notice that the A Dorian is a little more bluesy altogether than the A minor scale, and that's what you're going to want to do when you have those chords that you can really emphasize it over. You're going to want to play that F sharp to really bring out that Dorian sound. Alright, well that's the Dorian scale. Remember to, go ahead and take it, practice it, play it over as many different situations as you can, experiment with it, and you'll come up with some cool things that you can do with it, some cool situations, and maybe you'll discover something that you really, really enjoy and really like the sound of. So as always, thank you for watching. I'm Canzoneri, and I'll catch